What's up, Alphas? It's your boy Alphas LMA coming back at you with another video and reminding you to keep stepping. Something amazing can happen. Yo, series 3000 series came out yesterday. 3080, first one out. Should you buy it? Should you wait for the 3070? Should you get the 3090? We're going to talk about it right here. So basically, let's talk about it. If you're in the 2000 series and you're not planning to go 4K, first off, you're not planning to go 4K because you care about hertz and how many FPS you get, you might well stay in the 2000 series, wait till the 4000 series come out, because the way it goes, the 70 of the next series usually better than the 80 of the series the current. 2070 is better than the 1080 consistent, and you get a much better value at it. So if you're in there, got your ray tracing and all that already, you probably shouldn't worry about it if you're not going to upgrade to 4K. If you're in the 10,000 series, you probably could use a 3070. I would recommend that if you're going 1440, but I would check out some of the new Nvidia stuff, see if it's cheaper. We don't know yet if it's cheaper or not. Or you can go see if the 2060 or 2070 is cheaper. There's no need to go in these cards if you're 4K. If you're not going 4K, no need in really getting these cards unless you plan on going 4K soon. And if you're in the 10 series and you just want FPS or something like that, if it's FPS, just probably go, if you're in the 10 series, go for 3070. If not, just probably your 2060 should do well for the most part. Unless you want that 320 hertz monitors that's coming out soon, then you might want to pick these up, try to get that. The reason why you don't really want to upgrade these if you're just going for 1080 and trying to play games on 1080 is because they'll basically CPU bottleneck you. And even in the strongest cars, it'll just CPU, well, not the thread rippers, of course, but other cars like that, it'll basically bottleneck you. And it'll leave that little screen. It's a terrible experience. Because basically, your system is going to pull that because of the transition and the rate. But 4K GPUs, these GPUs are made for 4K and above because they don't expect you to use the power of the CPU, which 4K and 1440p uses the GPU throughout, while 1080p uses the CPU and switching things. So you don't want to bottleneck. Now, if you're looking for a new computer, again, it's the same thing. If you're looking to go 1440p or 4K, 1440p probably 3070 for the value, because there's no point in doing that. There's no point in just going for the super powerful, unless you want to stunt. If you want to stunt, do what you want to do. So that's my recommendation on it. Which type? We haven't seen all the specs yet. We know I've been looking at videos on some of the specs, see which one is the best. I saw the Founder Edition does really well, so we're gonna look into that. But should you get it? It depends on your circumstances. You gotta take into account what kind of PC do I have. Like I said, if you're going 1080, if you're going 1080 with a weaker CPU, they're gonna bottleneck horribly. But if you got a stronger CPU, you might can get away with it. Like if you got a 3900X or 3950X or 3900 XT or some powerful system like that, you might can get away with it compared to older, or even the Intel's 10th generation, you can get away with it. Whereas other things you really can't get away with. So that's going to determine if you should upgrade right now. 10,000 series, I think you should upgrade because more people going 1440p 4K, so you probably want to upgrade to at least the 20 series if it goes down, or the new AMD cards that's coming out. But 3080 is a beaut. 3090, let's talk about it. Let's break down 3090 before we get off. 3090 is overkill in most situations unless you're just doing it to stunt. It is completely overkill. It is 8K ready. All of them kind of 8K ready, but it really looks 8K ready for Fortnite and stuff like that. So if you want to do 8K, but 8K monitor I was looking it up, costs like $8,000. You can get I think you can get a projector for $4,000, but it ain't much, and it's not even, I don't even know if it's optimized 8K yet. But they will come out probably in the next few years 8K. But like I said, it'll be optimized in a few years from now. There'll be new cars out by then. So if you want that value just to future proof it, I recommend you do that. But if not, this is my recommendation of you should get a new car. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments. Correct me if I'm wrong on some things. I don't mind being corrected. I've been researching all day on these cars. I'm probably planning on getting a 3080 soon, but I've been researching, watching shout out to all those tech guys. They have been grinding these videos all day, showing different types of 3080s. They've been showing it all. And I appreciate y'all. Remember to tell someone you disagree with you love them. And remember to keep stumping. Today, something amazing happened. Peace.
Fly right past you, been running it up since last year. I've been on my popping me the brand new band, yeah. No drip, just my tan.